nice place.
Isn't it? Offers a lovely view of the valley. On a clear day, you can see the outlines of Duntine.
Is it, though? A ruin like any other, I think.
So sensitive. So aware. Honestly, what did Dattlaff ever see in you?
Perhaps he'll tell you himself.
Let's get ready. Dattlaff will be here any moment now.
Sienna, I have a question I must ask you. Did you truly feign it all? That which bound us was a ruse?
Dattlaff, it's not that simple.
Oh no, it's very simple. You either deceived me or not. In forgiving you, I grieve. For now, we must part. A shame.
Sienna!
You do?
What I had to do. What she deserved. Beauclair will know peace once more. The vampires will have left the city by dawn. I shall leave as well. Go far away, far from men. You can try to stand in my way. Then I shall kill you both. Though that is not at all my will. The decision is yours.
You can go. But if ever we meet again...
I shall keep my distance, believe me. Geralt, Regis, farewell.
I'm sorry. I swore to protect her, I know, but it happened so fast. What have we done?
Let a killer walk. Isn't that what you wanted from the start, though? We have to let Anna Henrietta know.
Geralt, you will face...
I know. All the same, we have to inform her.
Hey there, Geralt of Rivia.
What do you want?
Me? Not a thing. Name's Handsome Jacques, and I've already got it all. What I wonder is if there's anything you'd need.
You know me? How?
No. That's a stretch, no. I wouldn't say that, no. But I do know they've assigned you to the laundry, same as me. And I know what you're in for, your dastardly deed. Then again, I know that about every jester who winds up here.
Kinda curious to know what you know, or think you know.
The Duchessa hired you to find the butcher of Beauclair. And you did, but then you let him butcher dear Anarietta's sis. Then this brute simply vanished. Dropped off the face of the earth, though in his case, turned to vapor, might be the better phrase.
Seem pretty well informed.
Best informed mutt in this kennel, paws down. Duchessa's cross, no doubt, while you await your trial, though she never seemed concerned for her sister before.
Since you seem to know so much, tell me one last thing. My sentence, what'll it be?
None can tell you that. Anarietta's a fickle cocotte. There's just no knowing which teat she's like to flesh. But I'd advise against escape. You're a prisoner among many now. Take flight, though. Make it out. Public enemy number one.
We gonna report for this laundry duty? Rather get it over with.
Away we go. Personally, I'm pleased we're assigned to it. Those rags stink like sick in the sun, but you get used to it. And when you're working, you get more bread.
Who have we here?
The Guardian of Gutter Snipes locked in the clink. How did that happen?
My. What could the Duchess's favorite have done to deserve this?
Back off, I'm busy.
Hear that? The laundry wench is busy. Yet I fear we have a matter to resolve. Remember our meeting, bootblack bodyguard?
You go ahead and chit. I'll be back once you're done.
Thanks for sticking around to help, Jacques.
You're in the coop, mate. Only one thing counts here, survival. Folk don't stick their necks out for anyone besides themselves.
Boo-hoo. He left you all alone.
Come on, be constructive. Make yourselves useful.
Yes, we should see to the wash, or they'll put us in confinement.
Hey, the mutant's trying charms on us. Can't you see? Your tricks won't work here, lad. You cannot mesmerize all three of us at once. Grab yourselves washboards, boys.
What is going on here?
Nothing.
I'm not asking you, but the one on the floor. Have you anything to say?
I slipped on some soap.
You slipped on soap.
Lots of soap here. It is a laundry.
Harlots, brutes. Solitary for the lot of you. You'll have ample time to consider. Think about the choices you've made in life. I'll make certain of it.
Didn't do anything to deserve solitary.
Shut it! Milton was my cousin. You let him die. Was the Duchessa's coin not enough? Did you expect more to save a good man's life?
Arrived too late. Nothing I could do.
And when the beast tore apart the Duchessa's sister, too late then too? Were it up to me, you'd have hanged already. And don't you try any witcher tricks on me. You will end oh so badly if you do.
Here of your own free will, Stefan? Or did they lock you up too? Bet you're thinking about food. What you'll eat once you're free. Mutton leg. That's what I'm dreaming of. Well roasted on the outside, nice and juicy in the middle.
Are you the lout from Rivia?
Yep, I'm that lout.
Come with me. You're to be sentenced.
To what?
To shut it. What am I, the town crier? Hands behind your back. Now let's go, and no funny business.
Mark Dubois, you are hereby judged guilty of trampling Alice Valref, the cupbearer's wife, while on horseback. The woman's condition is critical.
It was an accident. I was riding fast through, but she jumped out in front of me.
In light of the above, there can be but one sentence. Death by decapitation.
No, I didn't do anything! Help! There must be witnesses!
Off with his head.
Next. Paul, the Witcher, take him to the tower. That's an order.
An order's an order. Guess you're not next after all. Follow me. I've brought the prisoner, sir.
Unbind him and leave us. Greetings, Witcher.
Your face doesn't look good. Though, looked even worse last time I saw you.
I apply an arnica extract. I can hardly feel it anymore. But my scars pale in comparison to the fate Siana met with. The fate that was your doing. I trusted you. And how did you repay me? Consider it, Witcher. Why do you think the Duchessa had Siana hidden away to start with? Can you guess?
I'm sorry. Might not believe me, but couldn't have predicted that turn of events. Certainly never wanted that.
Enough. We shall speak of it no more.
Guess there's been a decision in my case.
Truly, is that all you care about? Your own hide?
Get kinda anxious when my life's on the line.
Your life was never threatened. The court considered various punishments. The death sentence was not among them.
Wasn't in attendance, so I wouldn't know.
You are in Toussaint, where the rule of law holds. We do not allow lynchings here, and every case is analyzed in minutest detail. The facts are as follows. You were hired to kill the beast. Not only did you fail in that endeavor, but you also caused the death of our Duchessa's sister. Have I missed anything? I'll have you know that were it up to me, you would rot in our dungeon until your dying day.
Glad you didn't have the deciding vote then.
At any rate, I am not the best person to tell you what was decided in your matter. I'd say the man who worked hardest to tip the scales in your favor should.
What are you talking about? What man? Dandelion?
Sheesh, Geralt. You look like you've seen a ghost.
A ghost wouldn't have surprised me half this much, I promise you. What are you doing in Beauclair?
Officially, visiting Henrietta. That is to say, the Duchess. We're old friends, but you know that. Unofficially, I'm saving your hiney.
You? You're a persona non grata in Toussaint. Undesirable.
Didn't stop me from risking my skin for you. In my book, friendship is all that matters. Well, friendship and love. And art. Oh, and wine.
Take it I'm free thanks to you. How'd you manage it?
Oh, I have my ways. Took a little persuasive logic, blended in some deft rhetoric, then added a generous pinch of charm, and voila! You're free. But just so you know, it wasn't easy. In fact, it was pretty damn hard. Duchess was so furious, I think she even forgot she'd banished me from Beauclair. For life. All she could do was scream that you'd never set foot outside that dungeon again.
How'd you get her to take a fresh look at things?
I appealed to the faultless intentions that guided you, to your reputation, your accomplishments, and, well, ultimately she changed her mind, and you're free. Never wants to see you again, but even got her to leave your vineyard with you. You won't get a copper of your promised reward, but you'll keep your estate.
Dandelion, you're a regular master of diplomacy. Thanks.
Listen, you do whatever needs doing, but I've got to get to the cemetery. Henrietta's in bad shape with Siana dead. Some folk forget that under the ducal regalia, she's just an ordinary woman who's lost a loved one.
All right. See you later.
See you, Geralt.
Off we go. You'll collect your things at the door.
Don't smile so wide. Someone's liable to see. Could mean trouble.
I can't help myself. Just so glad to see you.
Glad to see you too, my vampire friend. What did you do while
While you vegetated in that correctional facility, I used the time to think. Wish to know what I thought about?
Course.
The relationship between two numbers. Dattlaff's 4 victims and the 5 chivalric virtues. As you've no doubt noted, there's a difference of 1.
Mean to tell me, after all we've figured out, that you now believe in the whole 5 virtues punished theory?
Belief's got nothing to do with it. It's cold logic, deduction. Syanna went to great lengths to make folk believe the beast was punishing those who betrayed the virtues. Were I in her shoes, I'd make sure the number of victims matched. Are you not at all curious who was meant to be the 5th?
If I say yes, what then?
Then you'll come with me for another chat with the Boot Black. You see, I've learned he delivered the notes to Dattlaff. Our search starts with him.
Fine, see what he has to say. Could use a good walk, work out the kinks if nothing else.
Come then.
Damn it.
What is it? Another name, truly?
See for yourself.
Well. I must say, even I did not expect this. This time you will see to our Duchessa. It seems we underestimated Syanna rather grossly.
Judging by this, Dattlaff was literally supposed to tear her heart out.
Yet first you must snap her neck. Puzzling.
Duchess was to be Dattlaff's last victim. Syanna planned it from the start.
Indeed. The logical conclusion, Geralt.
4 seemingly random victims to start. The virtue's their only link. Enough to get folk talking about a righteous, vengeful beast. Obscured the victims' links to Syanna, even as she had those she despised killed off one by one, leaving the Duchess for last.
Had she managed to fulfill her plan, none would have questioned the reasons. Most would have thought Anna Henrietta had died for her sins. She was known to show a hard heart on many occasions. Ample proof of a lack of compassion.
Why would Syanna murder her own sister? Out of envy? To take power? From an inborn penchant for evil?
Yes, and yes. All those make sense, and none are mutually exclusive.
What do we do now?
Now we drink. Unless, that is, you feel a witcherly duty to see the Duchess and tell her what we just learned.
Think this might be something Anna Henrietta should know.
As you wish. I shall await you at Mare la Chaiselongue. A mug of mandrake brew to keep me company.
Not coming with?
No. After the horror Dattlaff brought down upon the city, and in light of Syanna's death, I think it wiser not to appear at the palace.
Probably right. See you later then.
Before heading to the palace, you might wish to see if Anna Henrietta is not at the city cemetery. She spent a great deal of time at her sister's grave these last days.
Geralt, why have you come? Forgotten already? The murderer you were to kill lives, while the Duchessa's sister lies dead.
Wouldn't have come if I didn't have to. Promise you that. But I've learned something. Something that might interest Anna Henrietta.
Forgive me if I lend no credence to your word.
Found a letter Syanna wrote. To the murderer.
Very well. You may enter. But I make no promises as regards the Duchessa. She mourns her sister in the ducal crypt. Viscount de Lettenhove is with her.
Remember, my dear Henrietta, despair is like a stormy sky. Sooner or later, the sun must drive away the clouds.
That is easy for you to say. The one murdered was not your sister.
My life hasn't exactly been a bed of roses. True, my sister wasn't murdered. Don't even have a sister, actually, but many times I've lost. Ugh, unimportant.
Your Grace.
The impudence you must harbor to come in here after all that's happened.
Calm down. I'm sure Geralt's got a very good reason. Right, Geralt?
Didn't come here to upset you, milady. Just found this letter and thought you, if anyone, ought to read it. Know what it says.
You are not one to tell me what I should or should not do.
Siana wrote it. To the murderer.
Really? Maybe you should read it then. It could be important.
You read it, Dattlaff. Aloud to me.
This time you must see to our Duchessa. Anna Henrietta knows nothing of empathy. Her heart is cold. This shard of ice you must tear from her breast.
My sister could never have written that.
Got proof she did.
No. I don't believe you. I don't believe it. Someone seeks to blacken her in my eyes. I won't allow it.
There, Henrietta. Don't get upset.
The letter is vile. It's slander. You must destroy it. Do you hear? No one else must ever read it. Ever!
Consider it done.
And you, out! Get out of here! This is all you're doing! Begone, hear me! I never wish to see you again! I shall never believe she did this. She was not capable. This is an outrage, Dandelion. Tell him it's not true. Tell him it's a dirty lie.
Geralt, get out of here, please. The Duchess, she needs to be alone.
As to her enlightened highness, didn't go great. Got the full kaleidoscope of her emotional states. Spun through it at an impressive pace, too.
Am I to understand she didn't throw her arms about you and shower you with thanks for saving her from her murderous sister?
Got that right. I don't blame her, though. Luckily, Dandelion was there to smooth things over. Somewhat.
As you know, I had little sympathy for Siana. Nonetheless, I very much regret I could not keep her safe. To you, her ultimate fate, does it still bring on the occasional pang of regret?
Yep. Still.
Well then, drink up.
Beauclair seems safe now, though I'm still left wondering. I mean, Dattlaff's alive. Think Anna Henrietta's still in danger?
No. He had a score to settle with Siana. By his reckoning, he did just that. He has no reason to attack anyone else, or to remain in Beauclair any longer.
Sure hope so. Though in his boots, I'd regret having to go. Place is just plain beautiful, damn it.
Supreme bouquet. Firm, defined beginning, then develops gently, rising to a startling finish. Don't you think?
Not much of a connoisseur.
Then it is high time you started your education. After all, the Corvo Bianco vineyard is now yours. By the way, I left a gift for you at your new home, on the nightstand.
Thanks. Mind telling me what it is?
A trifle. That will nonetheless be useful should you need mutagens. Incidentally, Have you thought about what you'll do with your prize? Shall you hang your swords over the mantle and take to pruning vines?
Don't really know yet. Might find the life of a hard-working vintner too tempting one day. Or maybe I'll just stick to the path, go on roaming, staring up at the stars after laying my bedroll at the roadside.
Ah, roadsides, bedrolls, and the sky above. I sense some poetry coming on, which of course brings to mind Dandelion. I can remember a night, not too far from here if I'm not mistaken. We hid in a cave while a blizzard raged all about. Does that sound at all familiar?
How could it not? We just set off to rescue Ciri from Vilgefortz.
Oh, our encounter with Vilgefortz. That is something I do not remember so fondly. That first stay in Beauclair, far calmer than this one.
Seemed like a land straight out of a fairy tale back then. Its sole problem, cellars too small to accommodate all that wine.
Appearances, Geralt. Appearances, like Mamoons and Dopplers, deceive. So what did become of Vilgefortz?
Killed him. Sure wasn't easy, though. I so don't feel like going anywhere. Sit here a while longer?
So we shall, my friend. We have witnessed, and in fact on several occasions incited, many great and weighty events. After all that toil, I believe we deserve a bit of a rest.
That we do.